I once had a dream of having my bachelor's degree graduation in a nice hotel ballroom, wearing a nice kabaya, going up the stage, summa cum laude. Wow! And the crowd goes wild! In reality, I streamed my graduation ceremony alone, halfway across the world, online at 2 AM in my pajamas. Hello people, I'm Jen Orgene and welcome to this episode of LifeSnip. So, today it's story time with Jen because I realized I haven't actually told my graduation story, and now my juniors are finishing up their thesis and they're gonna get their graduation soon. So today I decided to tell the story of how my bachelor's degree graduation went last year. But before that, I'm pretty sure that every country or even every university has different ways of making their graduation ceremonies. So normally in my campus, we hold the graduation ceremony once a year around September. It would be in a nice hotel in West Jakarta in the grand ballroom. There are hundreds of chairs for the parents and the graduates would be in the front rows. There's a nice stage. The higher ups in the university will be sitting on the stage facing the audience. There are photo booths outside and there will be some special performances by the graduates, student clubs. And normally in Indonesia, guys would use either a nice suit or a batik shirt as the formal attire under the graduation gowns, and girls would wear a nice kabaya and everyone would get their hair and makeup done. I mean, it's a day of celebration, right? You've gone through 4 years of hard work. Oh, and after that there is the buffet lunch. Then after that people would just take like a ton of selfies, a ton of photos, and that's how it normally is every single year. So normally the performances of the choir, angklung, and traditional dance teams are from your juniors. Now, starting from 2016, in my very first semester, I was chosen to become the MC with my classmate. It was fun. That was my first take on the graduation, like my first impression of it. I'm like, wow, in 3 years I'm gonna graduate and it's gonna be this cool. I can't wait. In the second year, I joined the traditional dance team. We performed a dance from Kalimantan, I think. It was very energetic. I was so out of breath, but I've always loved performing and dancing. That was really fun. In my third year of uni, I again was part of the dance team. This time we made like a German-Indonesian fusion dance and I was in the German team, so I looked like a garden pixie, I felt. So I was so involved in like the 3 graduations that I've been to, and the 4th year would be my own graduation, and I had such high expectations, and then Corona hit, which means people can't really gather in the same room. Plus, I was still in Germany because I couldn't really fly home last year. The graduation got pushed back to December 2020. So the first thing is the venue. It was in our own campus, but when you get like your diploma, you know, to get the photo with the rector and stuff, only like 3 or 5 students can be in the same room at the same time, and after that you have to be out of the room. So you can't actually attend the entire ceremony even if you're there. So that's why I was kind of glad that I just took part of it online. Now, we also have like an internal high achievers students award thing. There's 1 or 2 nominees from every major. They're like competed against each other based on their non-academic achievements during their years of study, and then it goes down and then there's an interview and blah 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 up until the top 3, and then the winner gets prize money, which is a pretty good amount, which was why I kind of really wanted to get it. Long story short, I got to the top 3, but I didn't win the award. But I was asked to be the student representative and deliver a speech in the graduation ceremony, which is also something that I've always wanted to do. Wow, it was like a huge honor. It was actually taken from the essay that I wrote for the award. So I made the essay into a speech, and then it was revised from the campus, blah blah blah, and then it was final and I had to record it. So one day I went out it was already autumn, October, November in Germany, and it was starting to get really cold. It was like 4 degrees outside. I filmed in the morning like 7 or 8 AM, so there's nobody in the park nearby my house. The background looked really nice, like really you can see the orange leaves of autumn, so it looks German, you know, and I like to do it. I like talking in front of the camera. Well, I mean, like, this is what I do every week in this channel. I had to borrow a blazer. Actually, here's a small clip of it.
I believe every change is a chance. The current situation is strategically discomforting because we've been edged out of our comfort zone. So it's time to expand it.
Since then, I always wanted to edit this into like some kind of motivational.
So it's time to expand it.
Fast forward to the day of the graduation ceremony. Now the problem is, the ceremony is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Jakarta time, which at the time was a 6-hour time difference with Germany, which means it started from 2 a.m. till 8 a.m. German time. Good thing it was a Saturday though, so I'm not someone who can sleep super late, but I would stay up for this. But the thing is, it's on YouTube, so it's not like they see me. I'm just watching a screen, so I didn't even bother to put on nice clothes. I was just in my pajamas, in my fluffy yellow socks, and just in the screen right here. I was waiting. I was already so sleepy. I was texting my parents. It's 2:16 a.m. Jeng video unavailable. Why? There were some technical problems and my parents are already asking me to sleep. The live stream didn't work, and then finally at like almost 2:30, so half an hour late, it worked. Basically what I wanted to hear was just who's the best graduate, who won the student award, and I want to see myself. I want to see my speech being shown. I was president of a student organization during my time in uni, and my vice, he won the award and he really deserves it. He's like the guardian angel of the campus and everyone knows that, I know that, so like it's good that he won. And then my speech came on and I was really happy, and they added some like motivational commercial music behind it.
So it's time to expand it.
Then I slept before the ceremony was over because it was like 3:30 a.m. and I just couldn't stay up. All in all, I think it wasn't so bad, but of course there are certain expectations that I would so like to have. For example, when I graduate, I've always imagined getting a bouquet of flowers, which is a very normal thing to do in Indonesia. When someone graduated, you get like a bouquet or like some teddy bears, like congratulations, you know, stuff like that. And I didn't get that also for my thesis defense because, well, I was in Germany alone. I got myself a lot of chocolate though, but I would have liked getting flowers or gifts from friends and family. I would also like to have a graduation photo with my parents in either the kebaya or the graduation gown because like, hey, I graduated, you know. Until now I didn't get the chance to get my graduation picture with my parents because I thought I could do it later when I finish my master's, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it with my dad anymore, just with my mom. But the good thing is, I've always wanted to have a graduation photo shoot with the nice kebaya, which I did do after when I went home in December last year. So like soon after the graduation, I actually flew home to Indonesia, and my best friend, he and his family were gonna have a graduation photo shoot in his house. Like he has like a nice garden, you know, and he asked me if I wanted to join him in the photo, and I'm like, of course. Took me like a day to look for a nice kebaya, to rent one, and then we had some nice photos, so I'm really happy that he still invited me to do that. So the moral of the story is, even if things don't go as planned, it's not the end of the world. You know, like there are things I would have liked more. There are still good things I can take from the surrounding events, even if this one thing that I thought was really important to me didn't actually come true. I think also 2020 in general taught me to be a lot more flexible and adaptive with my plans. So going forward, I'm a lot more open-minded to what may come. So that's the LifeSnip of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Jen signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Do you guys have any interesting graduation stories? Or maybe you graduated in 2020 as well, and I would like to know how your experience was. Comment down below, I'd love to read them. So, what do you call a boyfriend shirt that you buy yourself because you have no boyfriend? A shirt.